Arachnophobes, you can come back now. I won't surprise you with any more giant spiders, I promise. Still to come, Dario Argento's beautiful Suspiria. But first, this.
Dario Argento plunged headlong into the world of the supernatural for his next two films, beginning with Suspiria, the first installment in a projected trilogy about witches at work in the modern world. An avowed admirer of the works of Edgar Allan Poe and Roger Corman's ornate shockers based on Poe, Suspiria shows the influence of both sources in its ghastly red, blue, black color schemes and its pyrotechnical holocaust of an ending.
I like Corman, every picture of Corman. I like the side of Corman tragic and the side also ironic. And I remember fire, acting so overact. I like these things. I love face, female face, beautiful, dark, and passions, and big noises. I don't know, something so incredible.
You can hide from Suspiria. Suspiria. But you cannot escape. Suspiria. The only thing more terrifying than the last 12 minutes of Suspiria are the first 92.
Every distributor tries to discover the original copy to distribute again in cassette. My picture with the name uncut version. But why is now uncut version now? We have a time to distribute this picture, no, uncut from the beginning.
The film treated audiences to one overwhelming shock after another, culminating in a frequently imitated but never equaled scene involving a rainstorm of maggots.
I remember when we shoot him, when we go to very close to the maggots, with light also, we have many of these maggots, because we have many of the maggots that transform in flies and becomes flies, and was fly in front of the camera. Because it becomes a little darker and darker and darker, and then open, the worms open, and the fly go up. It was very, very interesting.
I was terrifically influenced by Suspiria, but then I have had the chance to see some of his other films. They're extraordinarily disturbing.
His movies are beautiful, and I think there's something wonderful about that. You know, I think that comes in a way from the fact that he's Italian. You know, the only other director I know of whose movies were as beautiful as his was Mario Bava, and there's an elegance about his films.
He likes to paint the screen red. Red is his favorite color, and some critics and censors don't like the color red, and that's, you know, one of the reasons why his films get a little tamer when they come to America and other countries.
In 1980, Argento returned to his proposed trilogy about witches with Inferno. The film contains some of the most frightening imagery in the Argento canon.
Many things in Inferno people don't understand, but this is the secret language, you know? The secret language, I tried to experiment the secret language also in the movie. The alchemic secret language. You know, the people the alchemists speak, but in a language you don't understand, because you don't understand. And then I try to, because I'm speaking about the alchemy, and I try to do this language, secret, something comprehensible but symbolic was.
Though Suspiria and Inferno provide terrifying first and second chapters in Argento's proposed witch trilogy and were quite successful at the box office, he has yet to create for us the final installment.
Quentin Tarantino adores him, Clive Barker wants to be him, and John Carpenter directed Halloween in homage to his work. Dario Argento is one of Italy's best-known horror directors. Most of his later pictures are extremely violent, and due to bad dubbing and worse editing, They're rarely seen outside Europe in their original form. But tonight, we have Argento's 6th film, Suspiria, which was made in 1977. Argento has been quoted as saying, "I like women, especially beautiful ones. I would much prefer to watch them being murdered than an ugly girl. I certainly don't have to justify myself to anyone about this, and I don't care what anyone thinks or reads into it." Them's fighting words in the world of movie criticism. But good on him for admitting and owning up to enjoying exactly what every other horror movie director does: kill pretty girls as violently as possible. Argento has many personal quirks. For example, when a close-up of a man's hand is required, particularly for murder scenes, he uses his own hands. He refuses to discuss this as well in interviews. Suspiria has been described as one of the closest filmic interpretations of a dream, or in this case, a nightmare, in the history of cinema. It's a beautiful movie with a fabulous soundtrack too. Argento is very concerned with sounds in his films. All the narration is his own voice, and he wrote the music to Suspiria as well as contributing to its performance. The bulk of it was played, however, by a rock group called The Goblins. Argento actually pre-recorded the music and then had his actors perform to it. Jessica Harper stars as the unfortunate ballet pupil sent into the evil witch's coven. She later appeared as Janet Majors in the 1981 Rocky Horror Picture Show sequel, Shock Treatment. Whoops. She's also a singer who's cut an album of children's songs called Nora's Room. Here she is. Argento has obviously been watching his Polanski too. Remember the cracking walls in Repulsion? Suspiria was based on a book, Suspiria de Profundis, by Thomas de Quincey, who also wrote Confessions of an English Opium Eater. Dario Argento rewrote it, however, with the help of his wife, Daria Argento. She's an actress who usually appears in his films, but not in this one. You reckon Dario and Daria sound funny together? Well, they also have a daughter called Asia, except the registry office wouldn't accept Asia as a valid name, so they had to change it to Aria. Dario, Daria, and Aria. Here it is, Suspiria.